it loud and proud for my good friend in hell, a deep beloved comedian. It's the one and only Rodney Dangerfield.
Thanks, Rodney. What an audience, I'm telling you. Never die when you're old. It's bad enough. I'll tell you, when I was born, though, I don't get no respect. When I was born, I was so ugly, the doctor slapped my mother. And then the nurse gave her an uppercut. Doctor told my parents we did everything we could, but he pulled through anyway. My mother never had morning sickness till she saw me. The hospital called them 6 months after I was born and saying, "When are you going to take him home?" Boy, I'll tell you, that's ugly. Then when they brought me home, they put me to play in a sandbox. The cat kept trying to bury me. My toys at bath time, at tubby time, they gave me a fan and a toaster, and they were plugged in. Then when we were a kid, we moved to a tough neighborhood. I'm talking a tough neighborhood. The sign in the library said, "Shut the fuck up." Brutal. One time I got mugged. I knew he was an amateur, though. There was still peanut butter on the knife. When I moved there, it says to the cop, "How far is the bus stop?" He said, "I don't know, kid. No one ever made it that far." So my parents take me to the beach one day and I get lost. I find the lifeguard. I said, "I can't find my parents." He said, "Can you blame them? Look at all the places they can hide." So he takes a walk with me and he finds them and he says, "Is this one yours?" And they says, "Yeah, but keep looking." Hey, being a teenager was not easier either. I remember a teenager, oh man, I was in love with this girl. She was a looker, you know what I mean? She was gorgeous, and she must have got the hint that I was interested in her. One day she says, "You want to come over to the house today?" I said, "Yeah." She says, "After school, come on over. There'll be nobody home." I thought, "Oh, that's for me." And I went there and she was right. Nobody was home. When we get engaged, my wife says, "Don't even think about sex till we're married." And then when we get married, she says, "You can think about sex all you want now." I tell you, it took 10 minutes to put the ring on her finger. She kept giving me the wrong finger. Oh, Lord. I buy a used car. When I'm looking at them, I find her dress in the glove compartment. Never happened, huh? Anyway, I says, "Oh yeah." So I called her one time and I said, "Hey, wasn't that great last night?" She says, "Yeah, who's this?" So I got out of work early the other day. I says, "I know what I'm going to do." I hail a cab. I said, "Hey, cabbie, I want a good time. Bring me where the action is." He brings me to my house. I get out and this guy running by with no clothes on. I say, "Hey, pal, what's up with you? Did you come home too early?" And my kids, oh yeah, there you go, my kid, right? My boy's smart. He's a smart kid. Got a hole in his pants pocket. Now he can count to 11. I'll wait for you on that one. Oh, excuse me. He come running in the house the other day. He says, Mama, the house is on fire." She says, "Shut up, you'll wake your father." I says, he's giving me a bad time. I said, "You know, someday you'll have a kid of your own." He says, "Yeah, so will you." My daughter, oh yeah, she's taking driving lessons. First lesson was how to sit up in the back seat. Her friends call her FedEx. Because whenever she goes out on a date, she absolutely positively has to be there overnight. I tell you, you know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Goombas, right? Yeah, Dr. Vinny. I call him up. I said, "Doctor, what's going on?" Every time I look in the mirror, I get sick. He said, "I don't know what's going on, but your eyesight's perfect." Then I had enough. I just had enough disrespect. So I call him, I said, doctor, I took a whole bottle of sleeping pills, what should I do? He says, relax, have a couple of drinks and get some rest. And he called me back the other day. He said, hey, I got some bad news and some good news. I said, oh no, well, what's the bad news? He said, you only got 6 months to live. Well, then what's the good news? He said, you ought to have my bill paid by then. Hey, thank you all very